So today's subject is scanners, or the images from them. I have a total of about 3 of these separated from the printers. Here's another one, the other one's put away in the cupboard. These 2 live out in the garage. Well, I was thinking, on Amazon you see those handheld ones that you can scan things, and I think to myself, that'd be really useful to have. Why not build one? Well, in the process of investigating these things, Google turned up absolutely diddly squid on the part numbers. Pretty standard. A lot of these types of devices are custom made per print. It would be nice if they did. Oh yeah, they've probably got standards in the way of SPI and I2C, but it'd be nice if there's a standard pinout or something. Still need those kind of standards in electronics. Then part of the investigation I decided to crack this one open, and what I found out, in the hope of reading the BGA chip that was apparently under there, but in that I found out something quite wonderful. Took a while to desolder these, but this desolder wick is utterly fantastic, highly recommended. I lifted the PCB. Pop that down there, move that to one side, and keep the light on it. Now, as you can see, the chips aren't actually housed in your standard mechanism. They are literally bare dies, just mounted to the board, like that. That's when you know this is something that's never supposed to be opened. Now sadly that ends the investigation from me to a certain degree, certainly for this module, and we have to use more standardised methods than dismantling it. Here, this very thin strip here is basically your CCD, and there's several of them grouped together, so they will obviously be multiplexed. There's no other way to drive them with the amount of pins. If you actually look at the wires on the board, you'll notice they're actually all matched. So they'll be multiplexed. I have no doubt there. Here, these will go up to the LEDs, which I believe are RGB, because these things always produce white light. If you've ever seen it, it's a bit finicky. It looks like a mixture of different colours. Of course, these are our main driver ICs. This will probably be the main processor, essentially, or ASIC, or whatever they're using. Now, I don't have a microscope, so this is the best I can do for you. Well, I do have a microscope, but it's a manual one that lives in the loft at the moment. So if we bring this as close as possible to the camera, get the reflection right, you might be able to see there's a big patch which looks like nothing on there. There is memory on this chip, so this thing could be some kind of microcontroller, whereas this will probably be the multiplexer driver. It's in about the right position, and it communicates with this, and we got 2 driver transistors that are doing who knows. So this will be the main chip you interface to, either an ASIC or some kind of microcontroller. Now you can identify these if you look between these pads there and there. You might, I'll demonstrate that again, there and there, you might be able to see a slight gap. Every point there's them 2 metal gold pads, that is a point of the CCD joining onto a new one, which will then be multiplexed too. So we will have to go into other methods to try and reverse engineer these, finding the power and that. If I had a microscope, I might be able to stand a chance in finding out information on the chip die or something, but it's unlikely because even generic Google searches for this sort of hack were unsuccessful. So, if anyone has any good information or resources on hacking these modules, do make a note about it to me, and my lens needs cleaning. All done. And thanks for watching. We'll see what we can do about hacking this one or one of the other ones, because it'd be really cool to make my own homemade scanner. Far more satisfying than buying it.